It reminds me of this anecdote I heard when I was studying design. Someone who worked at a creative shop talking about, someone sitting in the office saying, I need a photo of a bus. Where do I get a photo of a bus? And they're searching for photos of buses. And, meanwhile, outside the window, buses going past. They've got a camera right on the desk. It's very easy to have a strong bias towards data that you have that's available or things that are more measurable. And in marketing, you see that a lot where people will pump more money into digital marketing because you can measure exposure and link it to a sale. You can't necessarily understand the causal relationship very easily, but you're seeing some sales here, you're not seeing some sales in TV, and so you put money into where you're seeing the sales, and you actually have no idea of whether one is more successful than the other. It's easy to make bad decisions with data. I'm going to pronounce this really badly. The Canard du Chien. Cheers. I was in cultural research where it's right at the opposite end of the spectrum from, say, hard sciences like maths and physics. The data for my PhD was interviews and observations and first-hand understanding and collecting media and so on. It wasn't data that produced hard numbers. That's probably not what we think about in a corporate context when we talk about data, but I think it's useful because data is a pretty generic term. Data is sort of anything that tells you something about something else. Being data-driven doesn't really mean anything. It's like the data doesn't tell you what to do. Like, really important not to be generic and to talk about what data is actually important. You can find data to say whatever you want. If you can say whatever you want, it's really hard to then work out what is the right thing to say. Having a better understanding of what is a good data-driven decision and what is a bad data-driven decision, and the sort of hierarchy of truth in different forms of data, that's what's really important.